It was supposed to be just another quiet evening at a family diner. Still, something caught the undercover owner's eye, something no customer would have noticed. The waitress moved slowly, her hand wrapped in bandages, her smile forced. Every time she approached specific tables, her confidence disappeared, replaced with fear. Why would a simple, broken hand carry such heavy silence? He leaned closer, watching her flinch at every glance, every comment. What was happening behind those tired eyes? Stay until the end, because the truth will shock you. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. The man had built the restaurant from scratch years ago, but tonight he wasn't the owner. He dressed casually, blending in with the customers, observing how things truly ran without the staff knowing who he was. It was his way of staying connected to the heart of his business. The waitress serving him was young, hard-working, and always polite, yet something about her seemed off. She carried plates with precision, but her left hand shook each time she reached for the tray. The bandage around her wrist wasn't just covering an injury. It looked tight, worn, almost like it had been hidden for days. The other servers avoided her, and customers treated her with indifference, as if she were invisible. He knew people well, and his instincts whispered that something wasn't right. He had come undercover for answers, but what he was about to learn would break him. As the evening unfolded, the waitress drifted between tables with quiet grace, but the owner noticed patterns others missed. Each time a particular group of men laughed, her face tensed. When one of them waved her over, she froze for a second before forcing herself forward. They mocked her accent when she spoke, whispering cruel words she pretended not to hear. A dropped glass made her flinch so hard it seemed like a reflex to pain, not surprise. He asked another staff member casually about her, only to receive a dismissive shrug. "She's always like that. Better not to get involved." That answer gnawed at him. How could they watch her suffer and say nothing? When she returned to his table, he noticed dark bruises peeking beneath the edge of her sleeve. She quickly pulled it down, avoiding his eyes. The broken hand wasn't from an accident. Something far worse lingered in the shadows of her life. The men's laughter grew louder, their words sharper. "Don't mess it up again," one hissed under his breath when she passed. The owner's chest tightened. This wasn't just harassment. It was racial prejudice wrapped in cruelty, targeting her because of who she was and where she came from. He realized then that the pain she carried wasn't simply physical. It was the weight of being treated as less than human. Something inside him burned. He couldn't sit by any longer. But before he acted, he needed the truth, and he braced himself for what he might uncover. The breaking point came when she stumbled, dropping a plate. The group of men erupted with jeers, their words laced with venom. One sneered, calling her a worthless immigrant, loud enough for the room to hear. She froze, tears welling up, but no one moved to defend her. The diner fell silent, complicit in its stillness. That's when the undercover owner rose from his seat. He pulled the band from his wrist, revealing the company's engraved watch, a symbol only the staff recognized. Gasps rippled through the room as they realized who he was. His voice cut through the tension, sharp and unwavering. He wasn't just a customer. He was the man who built this place. And tonight, he would not let silence shield cruelty. The men were removed immediately, their cruelty laid bare before everyone. The staff who had turned away lowered their heads in shame, while the waitress stood trembling, her secret no longer hidden. The owner took her aside, learning the truth of months. of harassment and how fear had silenced her. He promised her not only protection, but justice, because no one in his restaurant would ever be treated as less than human. But the story doesn't end at one table, in one diner. Every day, across the world, people endure this same cruelty. Overlooked, dismissed, silenced. How many suffer because others choose to stay quiet? The question remains, the next time injustice sits at your table, will you look away or will you stand? Tell me in the comments, which country and city are you watching from? Take care.